Hey guys, it's Nick from F150LEDs.com. Today we're here with our 2005 Ford F-150 and we're showing you how easy it is to install our 150 watt Paladin series CREE LED bar. These bars are extremely bright. Now we've used CREE 5 watt XTE LEDs. So what that's allowed us to do is go to a narrower bar but maintain the power and light output that a typical double stack bar would produce. So these LEDs are highly efficient, extremely bright. We've got our custom optics on them, and you'll notice that the bar has a curvature. So not only are you going to get a long field light, but you're also going to get a side light pattern as well. So it's the best of both worlds. The bar is going to definitely light up the night in front of you. It's extremely easy to install, and we're going to show you how it's done right now. The first thing that we want to do to install our bar here is to install our custom F150 LEDs brackets. So you're going to notice there's a left and a right. So the wing outside is going to be on the outside of the truck, and this little fin here is always going to be on the inside. So this is going to be our passenger side, and then here is going to be our driver's side that will mount down on the other side, but like this. So these two fins here on the inside of the truck, and then we've got our wings facing the outside. Okay, and how we're going to mount those, we're going to use an existing hole, so no drilling needed, but right on the back side of these grill stops here, we're going to use a size 10 wrench or socket. Take that bolt out, and then we're just going to set our bracket in place like so and reinstall that bolt. Now you can use the bolt that's already there, or if you prefer, you can use the hardware that we send. It's just a little bit heavier duty. But for this video, we're just going to show you how to use the existing bolt. Okay, so use our size. We're going to use our size 10 socket. Remove the bolt. Mount each of our brackets right behind these grill bumpers, and then put the bolt back through, and then we'll be ready to mount our bar. Now that our brackets are installed, we just simply need to install our bar directly in between them. We're going to be using these inner fin mounts. So take your included hardware, be sure to use your lock washer. Go ahead and just hand thread one side on about 20%, and then we're going to come to the other side. And now these brackets, you may have to push them in just a little bit, because as they tighten, these two brackets are going to close together, and that's going to increase the stability and the rigidity of the install. So if you notice, I'm just kind of pulling it in just a little bit to start the threads in. And now use the included Allen wrench and just work each side about 20% over here. Then I'll go 20% on the passenger side, and then 20% back on the driver's side. Just work your way evenly as you thread the bolt into the bar. Now that our bar is fully installed, let's go ahead and connect it for power. So the first thing we're going to want to do is connect this male prong side of our IP68 connector to the female side. This is the side that's connected to the rest of the harness that's going to be going directly to our battery and to our switch inside the cab of the truck. So just take note that there's a open notch here at the top that's going to line up with a notch here on the male side. So those will slide together like so, and then you're going to bring this lock ring collar over it, and it's just going to thread over this connection. Make sure that it stays firmly tight, and that's going to give you a full IP68 weatherproof seal. With this solid connection made, now we can run our harness to our battery and then run our switch inside the cab. And to demonstrate that, we're going to be using our other King Ranch truck. Connecting our harness to our battery is extremely easy. All you need is a size 10 socket for your positive terminal here, and a size 8 socket for your terminal here on your ground side. So you're going to take the ground terminal, this golden round ring that's connected to the black wire on your harness, and you're just going to put that where you remove this nut, and then put the nut back on to the bolt using your size 8 socket, and then you're going to do the same thing on this positive side with the red wire. Put the golden ring back on, and then use your size 10 socket to replace this nut. And that's all there is to connecting to the battery. So now we can move to installing the switch. What you want to do is run the harness to this point here on the driver's side, and we're going to be able to take the switch and run it. There's an opening here on the other side of the door, which will allow you to run the switch side like you see here. It's basically going to come directly this part is going to come from the driver's side through this gap and allow you to connect the LED bar harness. So we'll make our connection here, and then now we're going to show you what it looks like on the other side of the door. So this is what our harness is going to look like coming from the engine bay. So we want to get it into the dash area here and mount it. This is where we're going to mount the switch. Obviously you can mount it wherever you'd like, but what you need to do is pull up on this rubber grommet and then to kind of pop free from the door jamb, and then just take your finger into this AC air port and just pull directly out on this side dash piece. So we're going to run our switch up under the rubber grommet there, and then we're going to kind of apply pressure on this headlight switch panel. It'll pop directly out, and that'll allow us again to run our switch directly up under it. And we're going to go ahead and put that panel back on like so. It'll pop back into place, and then we're going to bring our switch up and mount it right to the dash, and then we'll be able to reinstall our side panel, push our rubber grommet back into place, and we'll have our switch and be done. So that's all there is to installing our 150 watt CREE series Paladin bar on your 2004 or 2005 Ford F-150. Extremely easy. These things are incredibly bright. I'm sure the camera can't capture or do it justice, but when you turn this on, it is going to light up the night in front of you. Even when you've got your grill down, the way the light refracts around the obstacles in front of it, you're not really going to lose as much light as you think. Plus you get that subtle install of it being hidden behind that grill before till you need it, and you hit that button and boom, it lights up. So incredibly easy. These bars are built to the highest standards. You can check them out at F150LEDs.com, where you can also find all of our other great LED lighting products custom built for your F-150. We truly appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you there. Thanks, guys.